Good afternoon, folks, and happy Thursday to you. Hopefully the week has treated you well so far. It is your buddy Vex, and we are back with some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Grand Arena action, back into the 5v5 tournaments, which are by far my favorite, although I do not mind the 3v3 as much as apparently a lot of other people out there do. But hey, still glad to be back in 5v5. I think it's going to be a good time, and let's go ahead and hop in. So first of all, hopefully my audio levels are good. I've been working on, I'm still upgrading some of the settings on there, but we do the best that we can. Okay, so as you can see here, our opponent has already done some damage, but we will get there in just a moment. Let's go ahead and give a quick shout out to Resmi Harden. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Coming from Sons of Legends? Sons? Maybe? Of perhaps Legends? Don't know, but that is the guild that he's in, and as you can see here, as per usual, we are outclassed, not by a huge margin, but about say 800,000 higher GP. Does have one more GL to my 5. Literally, he's got Jabba and I don't, and then he's got a real chunky R9 JML there. Along with some other stuff in there, you got your Radis, you got your Inquisitors, you got your Star Killer. So basically just a lot of the same stuff that we've been running into. And then Datacron-wise, he definitely has a better inventory than I do, especially of the old archaic rights, which I'm not going to lie, I'm really looking forward to when these things go away. Well, I am and I'm not, because I'm going to lose my stuff too, but those 15% crons, I hate those things. And then the open door, but this is all going to change really soon, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But let's go ahead and head into the map real quick here and see what we're looking at. So we'll get to his defense in just a moment, but for mine, I mean, obviously whenever you're going up against somebody who outguns you, a good strategy is to go in heavy offense if you can. So didn't really put a whole lot on there. Let me do this here. There we go. Didn't put a whole lot on defense that was meant to cause any problems. He did take out everything so far in one shots, has not dropped any battles so far. Moved on over to my back territory and made very quick work of my Omitreya team, which in 5v5 is, you know, still a strong team, but I don't know if it's quite as strong as it is in 3v3. I mean, you do have your Nihilist there, and you've got your Talon that you can play, but I don't think it's quite as strong as if you're going up against just Treya, Nihilus, and your Savage there. But like you can see, a complete trash team is all that's left there, and then we come up north here, and as soon as it loads, kind of a slow internet speed here at work. There we go. Nothing much to write home about. A Qui-Gon Jinn team that went down real fast, and basically nothing standing between him and moving on back over to fleets, in which he only has a negotiator, a home one, and an executor to deal with. Not even full reinforcements on the executor there, because again, I just went into this knowing I'm gonna have to full clear. There's no way that he's not, and I planned for that. The other thing about our opponent Resmi is that, unlike I think pretty much every opponent that I've faced over the last 2 to 3 months, this guy switches up his defense quite a bit. So one week he'll run, or I'm sorry, one match he'll run one particular defense, then it'll be completely different the next time. That's in 3v3 and 5v5. I think I only ran across 2 consecutive matches where he played basically the same thing. Everything else is just all over the place. So this guy is a thinker. He likes to keep his opponents on their toes. I'm not particularly sure why he just stopped. I mean, I don't think it's making it a stretch to say that he can walk all over me, and he probably knows that. So we're probably just kind of waiting to see what I do, and then maybe go from there. And well, we'll talk about what we're looking at here in just a moment. But if we look up north here, we have a very similar Qui-Gon team to worry about, and then a Sanastaros team, a Dash team with the Vandor Chewie in there, as well as the L3, and then these two just make it even more of a pain. And then a strong Radis team with the, I think it's the 15% Cron. No, it's actually that. So only dazes or stuns an enemy, recover 10% health and protection, and then 4 and some change offense. It's basically not really a cron, but whatever. I mean, as long as it's not the 15%, I'm a happy guy. But if we come on down south, that's where we run into a bit of a problem. So first of all, we got Maul. We've got a Star Killer team, which again, I'm not typically used to seeing on defense. And then the Malgus team, which doesn't surprise me, does not have the Twin Towers yet at the R9, which is a help. And then no Kron on there, so we can deal with it. But of course, the 15% Kron that I was just talking about is on this team with an okay amount of crit damage, some health steal, and some extra protection. With an R8 Jabba, an R6 Chrysanthemum, and then R6 and R5 on Leia and the in Lando there. So this is the team that has been occupying my attention since I saw his defense yesterday. I ran some simulations in the the Shard, the arena, and I cannot down this with the recommended team, which is SLKR. I ran it with Watt. I ran it with 4 or 5 different combinations of First Order, double tank, officer, and Hux. And the problem is that I did not really pay attention to this a whole lot because usually I'm plugging SLKR in somewhere where he's just wrecking house. He's not fast. I have all health mods on him. I'm not sure why I did that. I think there was a recommendation for something specific at one point. It may have honestly been just to get his ultimate, and then I just never unmodded him or remodded him rather. But he's not very fast. And then worse is my rebel officer is slower than my Hux. And according to Ajax, one of my guildies, you can run an SLKR versus a Jabba, but you want your officer to go first, because I guess basically the sequence is you open up, get to SLKR, do a poke. Your officer is going to go first, pass it back on over to SLKR, do an AoE, and then your Hux is going to go next, and then pass it back over because that will reduce the cooldowns, and you'll be able to AoE a second time in a row. You need to get both of those AoEs in order to more quickly ramp up to your ultimate, and then just, draining some mastery out of there as well. I don't have any of that, so the only other option was a Jedi Master Kenobi, and I did some experiments with that as well. It's about a 50-50 shot, but like you can see here, let's go ahead and let's take a look at my my game plan, and we'll talk a little bit about that and why I'm going to do what I'm going to do. So as it stands right now, for the Santa Staros team, it heavily recommends troopers. We're going to deal with his Dash team with our Star Killer team, Radis with the typical CLS counter, Qui-Gon Jinn, we're going to run Jedi Knight Revan on there, and then we get down to the bottom. So initially I had SOKR going up against Jabba, and then I realized very quickly, oh, this isn't going to work. I need to figure out something else. I'm going to fix my camera real quick here. And then also, again, the JMK is not working too well either. So I was trying to figure out what I can do. The only other way is to guarantee that I'm going to be able to get through to whatever is on his back wall is to run a 2-shot Eternal Emperor and Watt, and then take out all the side team or the side squad mates there, get Jabba down to solo, and then follow it up with a Mon Mothma squad to deal with that. I would love to one-shot this team, but like you can see here, my JMK is occupied with his Star Killer team. My SLKR is occupied with his Malgus team. And then I do have my JML, but JML is not going to do anything versus Jabba, and he's also not going to be particularly good against Malgus. So I might be able to use JML versus his Star Killer team, but I've also lost that one as well. I think you guys were there for that a little bit back when I did that. So the only way, if I try and run a one-shot with either my JMK or SLKR and it does not work, the problem with those is when it doesn't work, all of them are usually still standing. So I'm walking out of that one and having to start over with a complete scratch. And I'm now down one of my primary GLs. So although our opponent is very, very likely going to one-shot my entire board, the only way that I can really make sure that I can get to the back is to do that 2-shot, and then we'll deal with whatever's in the back, knowing that we'll still have our JML team, Vader Thrawn, Wampa, a full Maul team, my own Dash team to deal with whatever is in the back there. And then for his fleet, I don't know what he's going to put on there, but if he runs his Executor, then I'm going to drop my Levi on him. Finalizer and his Chimera. If he does tend to run that same defense here and there, but he has been known to switch it up as well. The one thing that I'm kind of hoping is that he doesn't drop his Profundity on defense, because I just realized that earlier today when I thought about, oh, this guy likes to switch it around, and I left my Executor on defense. If he drops his Profundity, we're basically done. So we're not going to be able to do anything about that. But who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky somehow, somewhere, and he'll mess up, and I don't, and we manage to get a one-shot, and we'll walk away with a win. I don't see that happening, and I'm not going to be too disappointed if it doesn't, but hey, I can dream. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go south and just start getting the main events out of the way here. Let's deal with our Jabba, rip off the Band-Aid, and then move on. Here we go. So there's our Eternal Emperor, and then a bunch of trash Sith guys here. This guy for some extra turn meter, and then, yeah, use my Watt. Probably don't even need to, but a little bit more survivability on our Eternal Emperor is never a bad thing, and I don't really have anywhere else that I'm going to use Watt anyway. Okay. Load it on up. Drop this over here. And then link up Kersantin and Baushalea. There are two usual suspects there. And now we basically just wait it out. Go ahead and catch you under... I thought that was supposed to... Oh, it only puts her in stealth if she's already in stealth. Okay. I hate Jabba's laugh. It's so taunting. The big slug. Alright. Keep it going. By all means, hit me with those out-of-turn attacks. It's just going to feed my ultimate even faster. And then we'll basically just kind of be waiting for the session to time out, and we'll go from there. So while we are waiting on that, well, that was a nice shot. I don't know if you guys have checked out my streams of Starfield yet, but I am a huge, huge fan of that game. Thus far, I have really no complaints about it beyond what is normal and a part of the game. I'm facing the same struggle that I'm sure most everybody else out there that is playing Starfield is struggling with, which is inventory management. What next? Inventory management in a Bethesda game? No. Yeah, I'm not joking. So, aside from that, though, everything else about the game is absolutely awesome. It really is Fallout in space. I really do like that your weapons do not break after a while, so that it's kind of a pain to deal with. They got rid of it in Fallout 4, but Fallout 3 and New Vegas both had that mechanic where, you know, I mean, it's Fallout. It's post-apocalyptic. Pretty much everything that you're running across on the ground is going to be in varying states of decay. It's old, it's rusted, it's probably got radiation or water on it or whatever. So, a mechanic was that you had to repair your stuff here and there, and you do that by finding another weapon out there somewhere that was relatively the same kind, and then you combine them, and then that repairs the weapon. And that was just kind of a hassle for me, because that made what's already an inventory stressful game even more stressful. So I'm really, really glad that they did not include that in Starfield. When you pick up a weapon, it doesn't have any health on it or anything. You can just use it to your heart's content. Ammo is really the only thing that you just kind of struggle here and there to keep up, but you know, just keep on wandering around enough, and then eventually you're going to find the ammo that you need. If not, credits do come by, not nearly as difficult as I thought they would, and then you can just go to a vendor and buy some. The other thing that I like about it is it's a whole lot of game. I mean a lot of game. Just the scale of where all you can go to start off with. You know what? Let me do this here. It's going to wait until he was a little bit low on protection and then maybe just stop there. Give me just a second here. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Let's take it off of auto. Wait till that ultimate comes around again. I'd really like to get some shock on him before I blow my ultimate. Let me see if I can time this out. I just want to set myself up as best as possible with my Mon Mothma team, even though I really don't see it being much of an issue. Okay, there we go. And... alright. No, that didn't really do a whole lot. Shock back on, thank you. Yeah, it's not doing a whole lot. Anyway, so the size of the game, Starfield, is really, really impressive. There are quite literally hundreds of different star systems to explore, and they all have multiple planets in there. Each planet has multiple... you can land anywhere on there, and the scenery is going to be somewhat different for each one. It's just a massive, massive game. The other thing is you're wandering around a whole lot, and let's just leave it there. Let's leave it there. You're wandering around, and you're basically picking up a side quest every 5 minutes, it seems. So it can seem a little bit overwhelming, but you're always going to have something to do. You're always going to be upgrading your equipment, your ships. I got a brand new ship. I didn't even know you could do that. So at this point, I'm just really, really enjoying the game, and I'm going to keep on going with it as long as I can, and I'm having a good time with it, and probably not even focus on the main storyline, and instead just kind of play through it a little bit at a time, and then one day, a long time from now, I will go ahead and beat it. Alright, so there is our first shot there. Now let's grab our Mon Mothma team. We are committed to that cause now. And we're going to run with... I know I can probably get these guys up here one of these days, but we're going to run with the folks that work. And I hope that nobody dies. If they do, then I suppose we could just use troopers on it and then try and figure out something else. Why is his protection all the way up again? It's really annoying. Alright, so which one does twice? Force influence, can we get that on there? Nope, because he had blind on him. This. Let's get out our soldier over there, and let's just keep on going. Alright. Might need to put it on auto, but I don't know yet. Okay, let's just keep on going. It's an R8 Jabba, so I think I'm just going to keep it on manual control because I really don't want there to be an issue with this. I think we should be fine. Get it around to Kyle again here, please, and thank you. So we can get force influence on him. Or that could happen. Alright. Come on, Kyle. Get in there, buddy. There we go. Can you get force influence, please? Thank you. Go. Should be okay at this point. He's getting a return, which is annoying. Come on. Come on. Ah. That's alright. Get it back. Get it back. There we go. We got it. We got it. Really not fun. Okay. Alright, so we're committed now. Two-shot is done. Alright, we'll take it. And let's just keep on running the numbers that we were going to according to our trusty spreadsheet. So Malgus is going to be SLKR. Grab him out here. First order. Let's do... all the rest of my first order that I typically run is on defense. So let's just do it this way. Don't need to run double tank. Not going to be able to save my Hux for anything because they're on defense. That's okay. We're just trying to conserve as much banners as we can. I don't know you can't... I know you can't stun him rather, but that's not the point. That's painful. Alright, let's do... Could... Nah. I was thinking about giving it to KRU over there, but nah. Let's start doing some AoE. Okay, you are more than welcome to use or waste that on him. And that's the reason why you really want your officer to go first. Okay. That's not fun. Alright, so hit it. And let's save for the full ultimate. There goes Malgus. Or Malik. Really creative with the names here, folks. There goes him. Hit some more. Not a great banner win, but I mean, it's going to be a win. Okay, do some more. 2 for 1, I'll take it. And there's our full ultimate. Folks, I'm really not holding my breath for a win here. Really basically up to having some fun today. But hey, who knows? Weirder things have happened. Slide from over there. By all means. Go. You tickle me, sir. Quite literally. Alright. Thank you for playing. Alright, 52 banners. Ugly as all get up, but we're just kind of working to make our way through. Alright, for our Star Killer, we are going to run our JMK team. I know that it seems like overkill, but all this again was intentionally planned out to use my resources as best as possible. You down there. This. There's my new 501st squad that I'm very, very, very happy with. R5 is the place you really want those guys to be. If you can go up to R7, it's great because gas to this day is still a very, very useful squad. But I'm just happy that they're all relicked at this point. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get... I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is way overkill even for a Star Killer team. Because she always wastes that. Let's go ahead and reduce the cooldown there. Be cool if we could get Star Killer out, but it doesn't really matter. Let's get you out. Let's get you next. Okay. Suffer. There we go. Get him out of here. I know you're supposed to get out Vistus Mar, but she already blew her revive a few minutes ago, or a couple seconds ago. Alright, so get this back up. Try and get us as close to full banners as possible. Because we really need to be as conservative as we can on the banners to any kind of a hope of coming away today with a win. So there's our 65. And then we are running our Gas versus his Maul team. As I was just talking about a second ago, my brand new, fully relicked up 501st team. Really, really sexy. Okay. Probably see if we can get Maul out right off the bat. Or somebody's going to taunt. Never mind. Alright, let's get some days going. Cool. You can tickle me all you want. I will laugh in your face. Okay. There we go. Let's get some buff dispel. Let's do this over on 5s. Clones just hit so much harder now. It's amazing. Alright. Okay. Force him to put it over there. Annoying, but not unexpected. Just gonna kind of wait. Hopefully this is not a timeout situation. Nah, we'll be... Okay. Doesn't really matter who at this point. Kind of waiting for him to come out of damage immunity. Please and thank you. Maybe we could line up a snipe from Rex over there with his aerial assault as soon as he comes out of damage immunity. Okay. Don't like the days a whole lot, but it is what it is. Buddy, will you please take a turn? Thank you. Keep on suffering that. That's annoying. Alright. Okay, there's the sacrifice. Well, at least he's out of his bonus turns there. Come on, somebody take a turn. Good night. Almost to the aerial assault. There we go. Alright, so... Let's see if we can get him out before he takes that stupid turn. Please and thank you. Wow. What in the world happened there? I mean, I'll take it, but what happened? Oh, it's because they were ramping a whole lot. I thought that only affected gas. Oh, whatever. I learn something new every day, and I tend to miss, like, obvious details that everybody else has, like, got down pat, so... Well, these are not pushover teams. Probably take my Aiden team and deal with those guys there. Probably my JML team versus these guys here. And... Maul versus these guys? I think that should be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and work it. But first... Up north, please and thank you. Let's see here. So, for San Estaros, we're going to get our troopers out. And this is fortuitous because their tank Han is really, really weak. So we're probably going to be able to get him out there pretty fast. You and... you. There we go. Might have saved him for my... Aiden team taking out Mon Mothma, but I don't think it's really going to be a huge issue at all. Hey, is this... I think that's MT. Do I see you in there, my guy? Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better. Welcome to Thursday. Thanks for joining me here. We are basically just working our way through business as usual. Going up against a superior opponent, go figure, and trying not to make a complete fool of myself. Alright, let's see if we can get Stana out over here. Oh, forgot about the counterattacks. That was dumb. Let's get an AoE so that next time we call him to assist, he's gonna hurt a lot. I'm kind of wanting to line up a shot with Veers. Yeah. There we go, 65. Dash we're gonna take on with our Star Killer team. I always hate putting this one together. Select team. Because I switch up who I include in this one. But I think we are going to run the normal one here. I'm not really using a whole lot of datacrons. So... save that one. Just... nah, let's use this one. Again, we're trying to be conservative on our banners. Not that it's really going to matter a whole lot. Our opponent does have an hour and a half before close of the match. All he's got to do is just make his move. Alright, so there's a counterattack. Let's get a stun on L3 over there. And can we get our Vandor Chewie out over there? Almost. Let's not do a stun quite yet. Let's do this. There we go. Alright, this should get out Dash, and once again, just a way overkill option. But, it's what we planned. All according to all part of the plan. Alright, I'm looking at your comment there, MT. Glad to hear that you're getting through it. Hopefully, you're resting up, and I am tickled that you would join me while you're doing that. I can imagine that you're on a couch somewhere, relaxing it up, and have got me on the TV there. If so, I feel like I'm famous. It's so much fun. But I'm really, really glad that you're doing better, man. Okay, so this one, we are definitely going to use a Kron. Just don't know which one. Defense, health steal... armor pin, a lot more armor pin, and some crit damage. Probably that one. I lied, that one. A lot more crit damage and some armor pin. It's just been a minute since I've done 5v5. I mean, data still does show that CLS is the primary counter to this one. And they do have K2 over there, but we're just going to basically go for get Radis out as quickly as we possibly can. Can we do it now? Thank you very much. That's who's going? Biston? Yeah, let's work on him. I just really want to try and get some folks out because these exposes are definitely lining up. And I don't want to get completely wiped out like I did that one time. Okay, there goes him. There goes you. Oof, that could have been ugly. Alright, thank you for that blind, and that's all she wrote. Dropped one banner, but that's okay. Alright, man. Well, thanks so much for hopping in here. Hope you continue to heal up and enjoy the rest of your day, my guy. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our Revan team here. You know, let's do this. The Revan team is nice, and I mean, we'll definitely deal with it, but yeah, let's run our JKR team on these bounty hunters there. And let's run our JML team on the on those guys up top, just because it disables the ability of that squad there, makes things a little bit easier. And as a matter of fact, can we go? Oh, yeah. So for Jedi, where did I? Oh, I left some of them on defense. That's why. Okay, so you, and then some of you. All right, so let's just do those three. Oof. Oh, man. Let's do this. Yeesh. I mean... If they, I mean, he's going to keep his Tauntaun, but if they yeet anybody out, then that's just going to get Foresight up there. And if it gets down to just JML, then I'm in a world of hurt. So I'm going to run those 5. I know it's kind of a weird squad, but I'm going to run those 5 for the bounty hunter team back there. And let's do... Why am I overthinking this? Let's just do that. I know it's a weird team, but it's just meant to keep the Jedi lessons things going, because those are going to do the most damage. All right, so 15% turn meter and critical hit immunity. All right, let's give me some turn meter. I know that it's not going to do anything with all that on there, but let's give this over to JML. Okay, so that hurt a lot less than I thought it was going to, and because we turned off the whole business that they got going on there, or we turned off, why can I not talk today? We turned off Qui-Gon's Omicron, which was the whole point of running JML in here. This means that we can go ahead and take out this guy here before Qui-Gon Jinn is down, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So let's wreck his cooldowns a little bit. I'd really just like to get him out of there. Can we do it now, please? Thank you. Okay, now you can take out Mace. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so... this gives some more turn meter. That's the whole point. Him out. There we go. And at this point, I'd probably just full auto it, but I don't like leaving things to chance. Okay. 96%. Here comes the ultimate in just a moment here. Give that over there, just because why not? And let's just keep on working. And sincerely hope that he does not have profundity on defense, because if he does, oh, that's going to be a fun day. Okay, and that'll do it. Cool. Alright. 62 banners. 2 territories cleared. No profundity. Good so far. No profundity. Oh, thank God. What in the world? Okay. Alright, so Negotiator Finalizer Chimera. Probably brought all of his stuff on offense, wondering how he was going to deal with the Leviathan. Which, by the way, is what I was going to talk about earlier. And I forgot about it. So the Leviathan got a big time buff. And it came it came out at the same time that they released GL Leia. And I have a feeling that they did that on purpose. Like, they know that they screwed up big time. So they're trying to kind of do this little underhand thing, you know? Make not too huge of a thing out of it and sneak it in there. But anyway, so the Leviathan is now an absolute beast. Light side counters are basically no longer going to work. And the reason why is because they added something, just a small little switch to one of the abilities. Specifically, it is the Sabotage the Engines. It will now drop an Isolate on the selected target for the rest of the battle. So, you already know what you can use it. I'm sorry, it's only on light side that it works. But, that means that you now can counter all three of the primary light side fleets. Negotiator, the Profundity, and then the Radis. All three of those tanks, you drop the Isolate on there at this point, and they're done. They can no longer taunt. That was the biggest problem with the Leviathan versus all three of those squads, is the fact that you could not get around the tank, and the battle just went on too long, and you basically got weeded out by attrition, unless it was the Profundity, and then usually you still have to have a concern about getting your own ultimate off before they do. But basically at this point, the primary counters to it, which were the light side counters, are no longer counters. So it does get you, or it takes, I'm sorry. Please, Bex, learn to speak and play at the same time. Anyway, so the, all the primary counters for the Leviathan up to this point have been those light side counters. Those no longer are viable. So at this point, it really is the King of Fleets that they were saying that it was supposed to be. It's amazing. I'm so glad that they made this stuff in there. I definitely know that it was something that they did, trying to be sneaky in there with it, with launching GLA at the same time. But as long as they fixed it, I don't really care. I'm a happy guy at this point. Alright, that's all she wrote for this one here. Dropped one banner, but oh well. Okay, so this is the only one that I wasn't sure what I think I was going to do Verathron. Oh, let's do Maul. Let's do Maul for this one. Maul, Mandalorian. There you go. These guys. And we'll just go to town on them. Oh man, so when the next Leviathan event comes up, which is going to be in 5 days. I don't know if you guys saw when I logged in, but I do have almost 13,000 crystals saved up because I've been hoarding them, primarily from the last GAC and then just some other random stuff as well. And then just constantly trying to get as close to first place as I can in fleet shards every single day. And the resultant in all that is, come on, get him out. Doing really, really well. I'm really close. I'll definitely be able to 6-star it, but I feel like if I keep on going, I will be able to actually 7-star depending on the next event. If I can, then it's basically game over for a little bit in Grand Arena and then also in Team War. Even another Leviathan, you can counter it, but it's more going to be a question of like who's faster or who gets the better RNG and stuff. So I'm sure that at some point something will happen to address it, such as maybe another fleet or something or other. But I'm just really, really happy that after the major screw-up that they did with that whole business, that they took the time to make sure to fix it the way that they said they were actually going to. And it it is now more along the lines of what they advertised that it was going to be. Alright, so can we get up to full banners? Come on. Come on. Get it around to... there we go. That should do it. Awesome. Cool, 65 banners. Anyway, looking forward to the event. I think it's going to be a really good time. Let's see. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and run our JMK team on this one. Our JML. JMR. Anyway, can you tell that I've got some other things on my mind? Just kind of thinking forward and really looking forward to having a 7-star Leviathan if I can pull it off. I'm probably going to be a little bit short though. If I get some good wins in GAC in the next few days, then there's one possibility, but I don't really know. Well, that was a really, really fast savior. Let's see. Let's work on... Can we get the stun on you? Oh, of course you resisted. Well, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Well, we can get her up in a moment. Please, JKR, get around here, man. That's a really quick contract. Please don't kill Jolie. Jeez. Oh. Alright, we really need to get Finnick out. So, really nice if we had stunned her, but apparently not. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I need her up. Let's give this over to him. Can we get a stun, please? Thank you. Jeez. Didn't last for very long, but whatever. Let's get her out of there, please and thank you, before they heal up. Good grief, I cannot land anything worth flying heart. Alright, let's give this back over to Luke. I know we need to get Zam out so that she stops giving the bonuses over to everybody else, but now we're stuck behind this guy. And I've got protection, so he's got the permataunt, whatever. Let's get around over here. Oof. Really, really glad that I brought Luke on this one. And of course, you would do that. I could really use coming around to another mass stun here in just a moment. I think he's got one more turn left, though. Jeez. Okay. Come on. Come on. Good grief. Well, folks, we honestly might be stuck. He's got 2 more turns to come around to the stun, and I don't know if he's going to last that long. Eek. Nope. Well. I don't really know what else we can do here. Alright, let's come in with a Vader team and try and do something. That was not a fun time. Yeah, I should have kept a few more of my Jedi on defense there. Or on offense, rather. Alright, so Vader-Thrawn is really all I got at this point. Alright. Empire. Don't even really have a whole lot of good stuff there. Let's see. Whenever they resist a detrimental effect, yeah, why not? Let's do them. And then who else do we have? Let's throw... Oh man, what a mess. You in there, because why not? And then... Wampa's always another option if need be. Yeah, this is turning out to be not a fun time. Really need to get Zam out of there. And at least we can fracture Bosk, but he still keeps his taunt. Ooh, there we go. Let's see here. Let's give this over to Vader first. Dispel stealth and go on your run. I don't remember who counterattacks. Okay, that. Ability block. Please. Ability block really would have been nice, but apparently it's not going to happen. And then we need to get the fracture. There we go. And now we need to get rid of Zam as quick as possible. Get taunt up here. Get some more of this going. Should we take care of Zam or should we take care of grief? Because he is giving me a lot of grief. Let's get an ability block on him. Nope. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And fractures up. Can we get a stun on Bosk just to keep him from taunting? Nope. Ugh. Jeez. Let's see here. Gain 50% turn meter. Yeah, go ahead. Please don't taunt. There we go. Alright, so get me on a rampage again. Ability block is good. Please get an ability block. Nope. Must be a really high tenacity. And get an ability block there. Okay, that does help. Just not a lot. Can we get an ability block here, please? Thank you. And then, he's got an ability block on him. We need to get him out. Could be making a huge mistake here. I don't know. But we're basically gonna go for it. Probably should have ran Vader lead. Jeez. This is not working out well. These guys are just so freaking thick. Okay, the ability block is nice. Jeez. Alright. Let me switch gears again. And try to get Zam out. Because I think it's primarily her stuff that's causing a problem. That Omicron that she's got. So... don't want him to taunt. Here. Let's see here. You. Running out of time. You. Please. I really need something to go right here. Give me an ability block. Okay, the stun definitely helps. Give me a taunt because you're not doing anything else. Give me some turn meter reduction. Can we get her out? God. Come on, somebody do something before she moves. Come on. Come on. Jeez. What a load of crock. Alright, can we please get her out before she causes all these problems, like right now? Thrawn, please get... This is frustrating. And I just wasted my master, didn't I? Well. That ain't fun. No, I didn't waste my massacre, but still, this is just so aggravating. Some of that in there. Now we're gonna get the counterattack, but whatever. Can we please just get her out? Please get her out. Jeez. Alright, oh, that hurt. At least the bonuses are now gone. I really don't know if we're gonna have time to finish all the rest of this off. Let's work on... Gotta auto it. That was real. What in the world did he just do? He just completely wasted his... Oh. Well, 5v5 starting off pretty fun. Good grief. Alright. Quite annoying. But... just... I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. If we can get around to an AoE, we'll see. There we go. The only problem is that he's got the Uno reverse card that he can use. So at least we can start getting him out one at a time. Yep. Ooh, that was aggravating. But some days that's just how it goes. Alright, so it's going to keep on ramping up there. And it'll probably keep on, reversing. But that's okay. At this point, it's just a matter of time. At the very least, we're going to clear it, but our opponent is definitely at the advantage. All they have to do is move. He's got about an hour and 10 minutes left. Maybe he is out for the count. I seriously doubt it, but who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Could use the crystals. Ugh. 36 banners. Okay. And now let's start working on the fleets. Try and feel a little better about ourselves. Okay, so for the Chimera, we are going to run the... I'm wondering if he's got the TIE Defender in there. So we're going to run our typical fleet. For the Leviathan. Where is it? There we go. Is that right? Yes, it is. Chimera is a little bit trickier because it's a little bit more unpredictable depending on what squads you run. But I generally don't have a whole lot of problems with it. They do go first, but it's fine because the more debuffs they give me, the quicker it fuels up my different abilities. So let's do this here. So that ability is very soon going to isolate a light side enemy. Obviously, you're going to want to run it on a tank. As long as the capital ship is light side, then it's an isolate that lasts the rest of the battle. It's going to be awesome. Alright, so they didn't bring out their TIE Defender, but they did bring out the Interceptor, which is annoying. We're kind of stuck on this taunt for right now, but it's only a matter of time before it goes away. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And comes a heal. No problem. Well, that's not fun. There goes Malchus. But we're going to get this guy out here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and do an AoE. Can we just get him out now? Close. Really close. One more concussion mine, so that's annoying. And pretty soon here, they're going to do their ultimate if we don't get moving. Let's see here. Alright, 2 more. They may get their... Get rid of him. Vader's just gonna do a little twirly, do some of this. Alright. Well, that was not as fun as I usually have with my Leviathan, but at least we got it. Okay. Ugly, but we'll take it. Alright, so AoE. Let's get Vader out of there. Let's get this guy to get rid of the healing. Thank you. And then... Why do you use that? It gets rid of stacks. AI is gummy. Alright. Pretty decent heal. Okay, so 1 down. 59 banners. Negotiator, we were gonna run... You know, I just completely did all this wrong. I was gonna run my my Leviathan against his Negotiator, but whatever. And then do a Chimera mirror match. But we'll run the Chimera on this one here. Shouldn't be a problem. No. You. And I like to run this here. Let me see this one more time. Grants 50% I'm guessing that's only whenever he's alive. So, I guess we'll just kind of see how it goes, but let's go ahead and run with the recommended. I don't know. No. Just do what works. Just do what works. Okay, fine. There we go. And then let's do our Empire Shuttle. See if we can get the ultimate off on that starfighter over there. Or maybe if we got an opening on Annie, we'll just take him out. And hope that today goes better than it has been. Alright, so let's get some foresight going. Can we get some target lock? And then we just force them into using the unending loyalty sort of brother thing there. Alright. Yeah, basic right now. There's some dodges coming. Or not. Do this. Okay, Annie's cannot be dodged, so that's really annoying. Let's do this. That'll get rid of the taunt. Of course, here comes another taunt. Thanks for that. Let's do this. Please don't take out my TIE Defender. That would really not be a fun end to my day here. Alright, so there's that stun. That'll help me out. And let's do... Buff Dispel. That's what I want. And then let's get this on to Anakin over there. Okay. There we go. Makes me feel a whole lot better. Okay, who do we want to get rid of? We might as well. Because he's got the... Oh, I forgot the unending loyalty. That's so trippy, but whatever. There's another dodge, which is just going to give me another turn, which is going to make me hit you even harder. There we go. Okay, so then for the last one, it's going to be Malevolence versus the Finalizer. Let's do it. Okay. Well, I have a feeling it's definitely going to be a full clear unless I fudge this battle up pretty good. But I don't think we're going to have much of a problem. However, again, if our opponent decides to move, that's going to be all she wrote. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this so we can cleanse off that stun over there. Let's get some buzz droids out. Get some more buzz droids out. Okay. There we go. Get a stun. Thank you. Out of turn attacks are awesome. Even more buzz droids. This guy's just about down for the count. And if we can get around to an AoE, this is really going to hurt. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's get this guy out over here. Sweet. There we go. That hurt you a lot more than These peaks getting some work done today. Alright, so there's the full clear. Very ugly. 1753. And 1 drop battle on the job over there. And 2 drop battles on a Bosk team. Admittedly with a 7-star Fennec. Or an R7 Fennec and an R5 Grief. So it's not fun, but whatever. Still aggravating. When you just know you can do it, but you know what? You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. At this point, the main thing that I'm aiming for is to get as many crystals as I can. It's going to bring me up pretty close to... I'm sorry, I'm at 11.9k. So I got... If I want to guarantee the 7-star, I need, I think, like 21,000 crystals. I may get a little bit close, but I don't really know if I'm going to get all the way there. So, and the drag is that new ability where you can isolate is a 7-star ability on Sabotage the Engine, so that's not fun. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Just keep on plugging away as best as we can in the few days left until the next event. I don't see myself really making 10,000 crystals in that time, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day today.